Okay, so FedEx is still all jacked up out here. It really became noticeable during a snowstorm when we weren't getting any deliveries. But now it seems like I see FedEx ones go by sometimes, but I don't know. But they're not delivering. I mean, stuff that's coming by FedEx is not like, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's certain other states have got holdups. And I don't know if it is due to weather or it's just due to manipulation of our environment. So, yeah, so the FedEx isn't delivering and still has medicine. So I had to run down and go get some meds. And when I went, I went by the wood guy's place and he had another $40 out. So I got another $40 worth of wood. So I'm so excited. I feel really stocked up. Like, I know I need more, but still, I feel super stocked up. Oh my gosh, this screen is going completely black. Man, my eyes are just, oh, God, I'm sick of this whole thing. So anyways, the things I wanted to say, I keep having these update things pop up now. And every update from all these different platforms definitely all seems like all the signs are there. We've got movement. We've got things really, coming to a head. So we should start seeing a lot more action. So that's super exciting, because that shows where, we got movement the other way. I think we've already flipped and we went the other way. I felt it like energetically, I don't know, a week and a half ago or something, but it is still that, it's a more slow kind of, like that time Juan said, everything is like a ship in the ocean. It takes a long time to turn it and get it to go a different direction. And then once, we've got turned, it's a like slow, but then we're going to get a good pace going. We've got people, the majority of people have their heads directed towards wanting something more, and freedom. And, wanting to understand and, have the truth. People are sick of the lies, the manipulation, and everybody's seeing through the narrative in all different ways all over the place. So it's crumbling apart, and it sounds like a lot of stuff is going on. So that's super exciting. So, but who knows, what more we have to go through. We just got to keep on, keep that dog paddle going, until we get rescued, until this is all over. It's not like we're having a rescuer. I don't want to say it like that, because it's not like we got a savior coming. But there is certain parts that we don't have control over, and it is up to us to, keep ourselves afloat until we get to the point where we, have a safe space. So, anyways, when I drove down there too, I got another bit of footage of the mountain range, and the weird lighting and clouds and stuff. It's not natural. It's just not natural. And we keep getting encased. Like, there's no fucking sun. I feel so bad for my plants. I've got all these plant lights everywhere. But my plants are just like, everything just looks ratchet. Like the clouds, the trees, everything just looks like it's ready for, something new. It's ready to be taken care of, just like everybody is. Everybody's ready for change. This system was kaput. It is a big F fail. Well, it wasn't a big F fail because everybody has learned and grown a lot from it. But, what they were trying to do by enslaving the masses like that, was by manipulating them and stuff, it didn't work. People wake up. So, anyways, one of the other things I wanted to say too was when I was driving, when you're out there on these rural highways, you see forever. You see these roads, and you can see there's no cars anywhere. And when I pulled up to one and there was a stop sign, and I stopped, although I knew there was no cars coming. And then I just kept questioning it, like, why in the hell did I just stop? And my brain just so triggered that red sign, and I better follow the law. Follow the law. Someone's always watching you. These lawmakers are watching. Like Big Brother. They're letting us know too, because they are, infiltrating our lives. But so I'm sitting there and I go through, I'm just start questioning myself, like, what in the hell? Why did I just stop? Is it just like ingrained in my brain, red sign, stop? Or is it, my obedience? Oh, I don't want to get a ticket. Can't run that. Is it just that I'm not going to think for myself and go because I know there's no cars? Like, I don't know. But like I've said, this is a reprogramming. This is noticing things and just catching yourself. And then, starting to realize, like, just think it through, kind of. Each thing, just kind of think it through. And this is another thing, too. I want to make this point because I just feel like it's so important. When people say that thing about don't give someone else space in your brain, don't give someone else space in your, your energy or whatever, however the saying thing goes. But I really, really, all of a sudden, I just totally got it, was because there's so many people that they become the victim, but they continue to be the victim their whole life. Once they see themselves as the victim, they like fester in that energy. They in this scenario, going over and over it, feeling the pain and reliving it and just staying in that painful place. And then you have given the situation's over. It's already gone. You stop and you look around, it's like, oh my God, years have passed. These people have gotten old and I'm still stuck. It's not even the same people. Why do I keep thinking about this? And, because so many people do it. It's kind of just the way that we have been, adapted to in this society, and just focus on your pain. Focus on your pain. Be a victim. Everyone's out to get you. All this, you're going to die soon anyways. Just take some pills. You'll be fine. The stupid fucking propaganda bullshit. But, when we really stop and we think about that, then we go like, okay, this painful situation happened to me. And, energetically, how much energy am I going to give it? How much time am I going to relive it? How much more of my life am I going to waste on it? That's giving someone else space in your head. It's giving someone else control of your emotions. It's surrendering your emotions over to another person. And especially if it's somebody who you think, victimized you in some way, then you are giving this, you continue this victim perpetrator role over and over and over and over and over, each time you relive it, because reliving it is putting your conscious energy into it. And that is what everything is all about. And, just like when, an Alzheimer's person is going into these other worlds, they're really going into these other worlds, there really are, because everything is like a lucid dream. It's where you're focusing your energy. And so if you're stuck in the past and you're just living for this pain, and see, that's where I talk about it's just being stuck in trauma, it is so more valuable to let it go, surrender to the situation, to just be like, hey, this happened. I got to let it go. You got to stop taking space in my head. Stop controlling my emotions. I've got to empower myself and let you go. And, when you could start acknowledging these situations and these people and start just letting them go, And that's what I've talked about so much about, people hold on, like they're holding on to this structure that, is busting apart. And a lot of people are going to have a lot of problems with different things. Big thing people are going to have a problem with is food. Learning how to really think for yourself and take care of yourself. It's not going to be like that, but we're not going to have a system to rely on like we always did before. We don't want this corporate influence that is out to make money and enslave us and make us sick. So we need to move into this more independent kind of arena where we can thrive and do more than survive. Let me let her in. Hold on. Did you want to come in, Stella? Come on. I'm doing something, please. Can we go? Okay, I'm going to shut the door then. This is some little game she's got going on. I get really irritated. She comes up, she comes to the door, she wants in, and then she won't come in. She'll walk out, and she wants me to come out. Like, she wants me to go show her stuff. Like, she's just saying, come on out. It's like, no, if I want to come out, I'll come out. I don't want to just run over and open the door. I'm not the doorman. So, anyways, when we begin to, stop letting the victimization of ourselves repeat over and over and over and over, so we can live in that pain and live in that suffering. And, it just confirms to us over and over and over, you have no value. You're not worthy. This person didn't care for you. That person didn't love you. And when it comes all down to it, it's all because we didn't love ourselves. We allowed people into our lives. And that's not to say, like when you're born into a family, there's nothing you can do. Well, it's all designed, but nobody's ready for all of that yet. That's something we will be moving towards, for people to really get to that level of responsibility in their, in their situation. But, a lot of relationships, we choose these people. And we think they're going to be there for us, and then they don't, and they fail us. And it is because we don't value ourselves. And that's the thing. One thing is when we move out of that space of this just going over and over and over this pain, so that we can fester and feel these wounds and, just confirm to ourselves over and over and over, these hateful thoughts. So when we can move into this other, what was it? It just showed me something. It was, now she's crying at the door too. Let me think real quick. Let me see if she'll come back in. Let me think real quick and see if I can remember what it was. They were telling me something. Hey, please. Yeah, so when we go and we move out of that kind of space, when we go in and we take control of that space. So if you need to go back into that space of this painful situation, that's like revisiting your younger self, your whatever that thing's called, your younger self work or whatever it is, and your little kid self or something. I know I say it sometimes, but I just forget stuff. And so if you go back in and you revisit it, and you go in and you re-experience it, only you change it. You empower yourself. A lot of people do that with their older self coming in to rescue their little self. However you want to do it. It's your scenario. You get to control it. Fucking fly in the window and Superman this shit. So you get to change it how you want to do it. You take back the control. It doesn't matter what really happened. You can change it. You can change your emotional feelings about things. You can pull back. You can realize that, when people hurt you, that there's also a gift. You learn a lot. You become a much better, stronger, more compassionate, caring, understanding individual through these trial and errors and pain and suffering, right? So when you go in and you can surrender to the situation, empower yourself, take control of it, and change it the way you want. See, then you go in and you start empowering yourself. That's when you start building your strength to see who you are. Because when you're living there in that space of pain, you are still that victim. You have a monster who's still getting you, and you're still a victim. So it is such a change in the way you think when you take back that control and you go, hey, I'm not the victim. Play it out the way you want. That's like lucid dreaming. Go in and change the scenario, and go in and see it differently. Go in and visualize yourself with how you wanted it to be. However it was happening to you, how you were thinking in your head, what you wanted to happen. Go back and go through that. Play out that timeline in your head, redesign what caused you pain. And that is a very effective tool for a lot of people. It really helps them. And, but But however you need to get it done, it is a way to somehow get yourself to take back your power, take back your emotions, quit giving your energy, quit giving your headspace, quit giving anything over to these situations. And then, it's a space to work towards is the, forgiveness and the understanding that, everybody's human. Everybody does stupid stuff. Everybody makes mistakes. We're here to experience these mistakes so we can learn and grow. And, but like I said, we got a little ways to go to get to that part. But just in our part of healing, because there's just a lot of healing that has to go on. There's a lot of looking at things in another way and reprogramming our brains so that we can, settle into ourselves. So anyways, I just wanted to share that because while I was driving, it was, showing it to me, and I was like, oh, that it is. It's such a replaying and re-victimizing yourself. And, it's giving up your power. Like, you can surrender to an incident without giving it your power. It's returning the power back to self. So, it makes you feel stronger. You can start really witnessing yourself through these scenarios as a superhero because you're a warrior. And every single living being is a warrior. And, they've gone through a lot of lives. Nobody's here is like their first life. That's not how it works. You gotta go through some shit to get to this point. So, everybody's a warrior. Everybody's got a spirit of growth and, wanting to be better and wanting to grow. And, there's just a lot of manipulation that went on to get people to feel so defeated. But it's us taking back our power. That's the change that we need to make, and learning to love ourselves. It doesn't matter if nobody else loved you. It doesn't matter if nobody else is supporting you. When you love yourself, you're your own, you beat to your, that little saying about you go to your own beat or to walk to your own drummer. I can't think of it. But anyways, just become your own band. Just be you, and you can fill the room with you, and you don't need, I don't know, everybody's so stuck and victimized, and everybody needing everyone else's approval, and, I'll harm myself, I'll harm my own health, and if you don't harm your health, then you aren't really a good person like this. We just got to reprogram. We got to rethink things. We got to pull it back in and look at things logically. We got to start thinking for ourselves on the road. I went to. I'm going to end with this, but this blew me away. It was a couple months ago. It was when Jordan was here, and she had gotten something. She needed to go to a bank, and she didn't. I don't know, she couldn't go to hers or something. I don't remember. She wanted to go cash a check or something, I think. So she wanted to go in Walmart, had a check cashing thing or something. So she asked me to take her there. And so I went and dropped her off out front. But the thing that got me, I was trying to do, it was when I had TikTok, and I was trying to do TikToks of it. It was blowing my fucking mind. I swear to God, I'd never seen anything like this. It was like every 5 feet was a sign. You needed to stop. It had the whole thing laid out. Like, I swear to God, I can't believe they didn't have the steps. Take this step, this step, this step. Every 5 feet. It was like, stop, wait, do all this stuff. Like, it was just so fucking mindless. It was like, okay, we're just going to do this because they're telling us. It was the most ridiculous thing I ever fucking saw. And I was trying to get footage of it because I was like, oh my God, they just want us to be mindless. Just mindless fucking bots. That's all they fucking want. Go to work. They don't give a fuck. They just want us to somehow learn to live off of chemicals and just have body aches and pains every fucking people sick and shit, They just don't, I don't know. It'll be so great when people see like, hey, these people, I surrendered to never cared about me. They were out to get me. They were the enemy. So anyways, I'm going to go now. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.